Good evening. If you need warming up, just wait till I see the temperatures that have been recorded in New Zealand recently. But first of all, we've got to stick with the cold, haven't we? Severe wind chill midweek across parts of central Canada and the north of the US, of the order of around -50. Blue colours where temperatures remain well below freezing at the moment, continue to transfer further away eastwards. And it's really parts of eastern Canada, northeast United States, Thursday into Friday, where the coldest of the air will be, aided and abetted by some pretty strong winds at times, adding on to wind chill, even with temperatures in the air of around -5 in New York, -11 in Montreal, -9 in Toronto. It will feel much colder than that, but not as cold as Thursday. Still some lake effect snowstorms over to the east of Lake Ontario, to the east of Lake Erie as well. But things are on the change. Notice the warmer colours here up through the plains, almost fringing into Canada, the Midwest, pushing their way eastwards. Chicago, Thursday afternoon, a high of -18. Sunday afternoon, a high of +11. Rapid melt on the way for some, and the change will be noticeable in Toronto, Montreal, and across much of the northeast United States and eastern Canada too. Now, I promise you some warmth. Well, here it is in New Zealand. Remember the heat wave in Australia? Well, that warm air is transferred across the Tasman Sea. 38.4 degrees, the hottest temperature recorded in Hanmer Forest on Thursday, up there in the northern portion of South Island. Highest temperature ever recorded there, and it is the 4th highest temperature on record. But things are changing. Thursday into Friday, a storm front pushes its way northwards, bringing a southerly change. Christchurch, 29 in the morning, just 19 in the afternoon. At the same time, staying largely dry in the North Island, where for some in Northland, the driest January in 70 years has been experienced. A drought here. You kind of need the rain, but the rain is there in Queensland at the moment. Over 100 millimetres of rain falling each day in some spots. Severe flooding is expected. Cairns continues to see the storms all the way into next week. Elsewhere, Melbourne briefly heats up, then cools down. And talking of cooling down, let's head back to Europe. Snow is in the forecast for the Alps once again, but unlike earlier this month, it's on the southern portion in the Italian side of the Alps, where we'll see some very heavy snowfall Thursday into Friday. Heavy rain on lower level sites, so that could cause some flooding, strong winds with it. That's also going to affect Corsica and Sardinia. And it's on the back edge of that low pressure system where we're dragging in cold air through the Bay of Biscay towards France and Portugal once again. So yet more rainstorms here and more heavy snow on the Spanish Sierras. Temperatures in Madrid only at around 9 degrees. Now, that whole lot will move its way eastwards, eventually bringing some heavy rain to the likes of Athens at times as we go into next week. But what it does mean, things turn a little bit less cold in Madrid, certainly by night. The storms will eventually clear away from Rome too. And elsewhere, things are cooling down across the northern side of the Alps in Vienna. Staying cold for us, though, with some further sleet and snow at times through the next few days and into the weekend, but with some frosty nights. Details in half